What is going on, everyone? Platinum Beast coming at you with yet another video. Today we are doing another episode of the Platinum Beast Answers series. I look forward to getting into the comments that you all left for me down in the comment section below on last week's video. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, so great comments we got on last week's video, and we're gonna just dive right on in. Now, first and foremost, I wanna say if you have any questions, any comments you would like for me to read out in next week's video, be sure to leave them in the comment section down below. I will be responding to them in the next video I post in the Platinum Beast Answers series, which is usually on Sunday in the afternoon. So, with all that being out of the way, let's dive right on into these comments. So, up first, we have Mr. Mike Miller. Mr. Mike Miller says, everyone can keep an eye on platinum to silver ratio. I traded some when it's hit 33.1 as of Sunday. It's at 39.99 to 1. Could be an opportunity. You know, that's something I haven't dived into or dove in, or I don't know the exact word, but I haven't gotten into the silver to platinum ratio in quite a while on my channel. But that is something interesting to take note of and keep an eye on, is the platinum to silver ratio. Now, I haven't talked about ratios a whole lot at all on my channel. Gold to silver, platinum to silver, gold to platinum, all that stuff. And that's because it just really hasn't crossed my mind as of late. But you bring up a great point and a great topic, right? The ratios are not something to go on solely in your stacking journey, but they are something to keep an eye on because it gives you the opportunity to make a decent trade and avoid any cash transactions in your trading, right? And it can benefit you in the long haul if you keep an eye on it and you look closely at the ratios between all really four of the different precious metals and what's historically low, what's historically high, and things of that nature. So that's a great point you make, Mike Miller, and everyone should definitely keep an eye on all of the ratios of all of the metals. So thank you for your comment, my friend. I really appreciate it. And who knows, I might make a video actually talking about ratios and things like that in the upcoming days. So I appreciate your comment, my friend, and I look forward to seeing more from you. Up next, we have Pirate Stacker. Says, long-time listener, first-time caller. Good info. Enjoyed the Q&A. I like platinum, and I know you wouldn't recommend having platinum over silver and gold, but in addition to. My question is, do you see platinum as a better value to stack than copper? Copper's doubled in value in the past year, and with its many uses, it's bound to see more rise. So I'm curious to hear if you think platinum has doubling capabilities anytime in the near future, if at all. Thanks, man. Stay awesome. So, Pirate, basically what you're saying is, will platinum double in its value in the near future? I don't know if that will happen. Is it possible? Yes. Is it going to happen? I really don't know. It's really hard to kind of guess and gauge that sort of scenario, but it is a possibility. So if you have some platinum, you are covered in case it does. If it doesn't, well, it's kind of a bummer, but it's not a total loss. I do understand you are a big copper stacker and you love stacking copper, and I have a little bit of copper in my stack too. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Few penny rolls, few rounds, but for the most part, I don't stack it. Now, I could end up eating my own words in that. One day, copper could end up proving to be much more valuable than most people give it credit for. However, as far as its comparative to platinum, I'm unsure, right? I haven't really gotten into copper versus platinum, right? That's definitely an interesting topic and an interesting point to make is, will platinum double in its value? I definitely do see it possibly being able to do that. Is it going to? I don't really know. That I am uncertain of. But I do think it will go up over time like silver and gold, right? We've seen silver kind of double in value, if you really want to look at it that way, when it crashed in March and now it's around $23, $24. We've we've seen silver do the same thing in that it has essentially doubled from its all-time low in the past year and a half or so to reaching a very high recent high. Now, it's not at its all-time high, but it has doubled in value. So who knows? You know, I'll have to do more research into copper to really speak clearly on that. I am unsure as to why it doubled in value. I guess the industrial side of things, or perhaps not as much going on in the recycling field, causing a shortage in demand. But that is an interesting topic you bring up. So thank you, Pirate Stacker. I really appreciate it. And that's my thoughts on doubling platinum. It could happen, although I won't say it's a guarantee. Up next, we got Mr. Aloha Stacker. Aloha says, awesome Q&A. Got a kuka in the random. I think you meant to say kangaroo. Me and Aloha talked a little bit not too long ago, and he told me he got a kangaroo. So you got a kangaroo in the random pull. Probably going to get another one next week if prices remain under pressure. I wonder, though, should I go for a 2016 American Platinum Eagle instead of, while Platinum is cheaper? What do you think? Yeah, I think you should definitely go for the American Platinum Eagle, Aloha. I know that's one you've been on the hunt for a while, and while prices are low, I think you'll thank yourself later on when you're trying to get a 2016 and the prices are higher. I think with prices lower, it's just easier to score a deal on a 2016, and then when prices are higher, it's hard to even find a backdate Eagle. So I would definitely suggest getting the 2016, and especially since you are going after every year in the series, which is a noble goal indeed, my friend, I highly suggest you pick up that 2016 American Platinum Eagle while you can for a decent price. Even if it is a little bit of higher premium, that's what I think in my own personal kind of views. That's what I would do if I had a series I was going after. Like, I've made some exceptions in the past. I bought a Queen's Beast Dragon for a decently high premium. I paid some premiums on some of my stuff, but for the most part, I've stuck to lower premium stuff. But when you're going after something that is more important to you, if it's only a few more dollars, I definitely would go that route. But that's my thoughts on that, Aloha Stacker. And I really appreciate your comment, my friend. Up next, we got Mr. 12 Mass says, hey, the Platinum Beast, did you take advantage of the spot drop this weekend? I haven't as of yet. Going to see if the price is still dropping when New York opens tomorrow. So I assume this comment was on Sunday. I actually did not get the chance to take advantage of the low price. I am just simply waiting on stack funds to come in, and unfortunately, they didn't come in when I thought they would, so I was unable to take advantage. However, the price is still fairly reasonable, so I'm not too concerned about it, but I didn't, unfortunately, get to take advantage of the low weekend dip. But hopefully you did. I see, again, I think your comment was on Sunday when this video posted, so hopefully you were able to get some in this week, hopefully early on in the week, but even if it was a little later, you still made out pretty well, my friend. So thank you for your comment. I really appreciate that. Up next, we got Mr. Bob. Bob says, I believe you said you use $1,500 an ounce as a rule for fractional coins. Does this also hold true for backdates? Yes. So for me personally, it holds true for backdates as well. If I am on the hunt for a specific date, if it's too much premium, I'll just pass on it altogether. I do have a little bit of a collector bug in me. You all know that I like stacking these Queen's Beast coins, and you all know that I like, you know, stacking other coins that maybe are further back dates. But here's what I will say about backdates, Bob. If, say for instance, I was on the hunt for a backdated Queen's Beast, right? If the dealer I'm looking at has, like, let's say the Dragon or the Griffin or some older coin in the series available, and it costs $50 to $100 more, and I already have that current one, which the current one right now is the horse. Since I already have the horse, I could save $100 and just get another horse, but I'm willing to splurge a little bit and get that Griffin or Dragon or whatever I'm hunting. So I do pay a little bit higher premium even when a lower premium option is available if it's a coin that I'm looking for. Same thing with fractionals, I would say. If Now, this is not me personally, but if I was going after the entire half-ounce Platinum Eagle set, and let's say they had a random date for a certain amount, and then I could pick my date, and it's 50 or 100 bucks more, I definitely am more likely to pick my date rather than get the random date, because I am trying to collect an entire series of fractional coins. Now, I'm not doing that with the Platinum Eagles in the half ounce, but if I were, that would be my case. But $1,500 an ounce would still be my limit. So if that half ounce Eagle is more than 750 bucks, chances are I might pass up on it. Now, if it's a couple of bucks, I might let it slide, like 752, 755, something very, very close to $1,500 spot, I might let it slide. But if it's like 850, 900, I'm just going to pass altogether, because that is just too much premium in my opinion, and I would rather miss out on that coin and just save my money and get something a little bit more lower premium. Because at the end of the day, I'm a stacker with a collector side hobby in a way, right? I like stacking as much metal as I can, but I do like collecting if I also can do that as well. But that is a very interesting comment and question that you asked, my friend, and I really appreciate it. Up next, we got Mr. Mako Maldonado Jr. Says, if you were a Padawan, what Jedi would you want to train you? I would have to go with... that's a tough one. I'd probably go with Qui-Gon Jinn, right? I really like him. I think he's a cool character. He's one of my favorite Star Wars characters, and I think he's just very wise and smart. He did end up dying in the first movie he was in, but nevertheless, I do like his approach to things and just his different abilities he has. So he's an interesting character, and I think I'd like to train under him if I were a Jedi. But that's a great question, Michael. I really appreciate it, my friend. Up next, we got Mr. Benny Benny. Mr. Benny Benny says, great video, Beast. Reference from last video. I'm into old cars, especially the 70s Cadillacs with the long wheelbase. So yesterday, I decided to cut a 1 ounce Volcambi Suisse platinum bar out of its assay card and hold platinum for the first time in my life. I didn't know it scratched so easy. I did notice the degree weren't deburred. I did notice that the edges weren't deburred very well, and it looked bowed from the side. I'm sure it's real. I got it from JM Bullion, but I don't know. It kind of seems like poor craftsmanship to me. Yeah, that could very well be a reason why Volcambi is on the cheaper side of things. That's really cool that you broke it out, though, of the assay. That's something I would probably want to do myself, but I don't know if I could bring myself to do it. But at the end of the day, an ounce of platinum is an ounce of platinum. As far as it being counterfeit, I don't think you really have anything to worry about. I think you have a genuine ounce of platinum in your hands. It's probably just Volcambi just not taking as much pride in its minting process due to the fact that most people probably do leave it in the assay, and so they never really witness firsthand, the lackluster craftsmanship. But that's pretty cool that you broke it out and you have an ounce of platinum that you can just kind of hold and mess around with. Interesting point to make is you mentioned that it scratched so easily. That may very well be true, and I could totally see that being the case. But the cool thing about platinum is that when it scratches, it doesn't actually lose any of the metal content. It is simply just metal displacement. So when the metal gets scratched, it doesn't look good, but it hasn't lost any weight. Whereas gold starts to lose part of its actual gold when it gets used and abused. Like this 20 pesos right here. It was in circulation at one point in time, and I'm sure it lost a very, very, very small amount of gold, but a little amount nonetheless. Whereas platinum, when it's scratched, it doesn't lose any actual weight. So you will always have an ounce of platinum in your hands, no matter what the condition is or what it looks like. So that's a bonus for platinum, but that is unfortunate that Volcambi didn't quite make that bar very well. But, I mean, it is what it is, my friend. You still have an ounce of platinum, which is awesome in my book. And now you have an ounce of platinum that you can mess around with and not worry about it not being perfect. So it's kind of a cool situation nonetheless. But thank you for your comment, Benny Benny. I really appreciate it, my friend. Up next, we got KS Coins. Says, CCC, Church Coins Car. Sounds like time and money well spent. Thank you, Beast, for your time. Did you happen to see the first ever reverse proof 1 ounce growing line vintage of 333? Great day to you, sir. Yes, I did. I did see that for sure. That is a very awesome coin that was just released. I kind of wish I did a video on it. I might end up doing a video on it anyways. I probably will end up picking it up as long as everything goes according to plan this week as far as my stack funds coming in. But nevertheless, that is an awesome coin, and I think it will not last very long. So if somebody was thinking about getting it, I would highly suggest picking it up as soon as you possibly can. But nevertheless, I appreciate your comment, KS Coins. I really do, my friend. And yes, church, coins, cars, that is my life for the most part. But it looks like I accidentally replied to your comment. I said that is some very interesting stuff. I will have to check out that video. I think that was a reply meant for someone else, but nevertheless, thank you for your comment, KS Coins. I really appreciate it. And I always appreciate seeing comments from you, my friend. You have been a loyal follower for quite some time now, and I love having you around. So thank you. Up next, we got Mr. Peter Pun 482 says, "Hi Platinum Beast, another great video. Do you own any platinum mining stocks? SBSW. If you do, any recommendations?" So the only platinum mining stock that I own is Vail Enterprises. I believe it's is its full name. And I really like that stock because it pays dividends. I also have made a decent amount of profit off of that stock, so it was a wise investment when I made that investment. I don't get too much into the metal stocks. I like to keep my stock market investing into other sort of industries that I don't physically invest in, if that makes sense. But Vail is one company that I have invested in. Now, I've also heard of IMPUY, which is Impala Platinum Holdings. Now, I didn't purchase them because I believe they charge a very, very small commission, and I'm just not one to pay for commission. Even if I miss out on an opportunity, I'm just one of those guys who doesn't like paying commission when I don't have to. So, but that is also a solid stock to own that I have heard and kind of read about and researched and learned more about over time. But that is the extent, right? I only own Vail Holdings. Now, I'll have to look at SBSW because I haven't heard of them. So I'll have to do more research into that. But I don't, again, get into too much of the mining side of things. And I get into zero paper stocks for metals. But that's just how I roll, and different people do different things. But thank you for your comment and question, Peter Pun. I really appreciate it, my friend. Up next, we got Mr. Bunny Mustard. What are some backdated coins that you're currently on the hunt for? Okay, so interesting question. I really am trying to finish up my 1/25th ounce Platinum Philharmonic coin series. There are two coins I am currently missing from that kind of coin series, which is 2017 and 2019. They're a little bit harder to come by, so they are kind of sporadic when they do come on the market, but they are harder to come by, a backdated 1/25th ounce Philharmonic. It's a rather new coin series, so that's why I like going after it, is because I can find most of what I'm looking for without having to look too hard. I also, unfortunately, missed out on the Platinum Ox in the Lunar series. I do have the Platinum Mouse, however, and I want to get that Ox, so I'm hoping it comes back on sale somewhere at some point in time, because I would love to get that. I'm also going to probably continue that series on as more coins come out. But as far as backdated coins in other series, I kind of just pick up whatever's available, whether it's an Eagle, whether it's a Britannia, if it's for a good deal, right? I'm not really on the hunt too much for backdates. I've got all of the Queen's Beast to date, so I don't need any backdated coins there. And as far as everything else, I'm not really on the hunt too much, especially in the platinum realm. But yeah, that's what I'm after right now, is the 1/25th ounce Philharmonics. I've got the entire 1/10th ounce Britannia series. I would love to pick up more fractional Eagles, but there's just so many, I kind of have put that off for quite a while. I pick up random dates when I can and hope to get an actual date I don't have, just to kind of get it going before it's even really going. But yeah, that's really been my approach as of late. But thank you for your comment, Bunny Mustard. I really appreciate it, my friend. Up next, we have Mr. Luke Farley. Said, "Did you pick up anything on this week's Deep?" No, I did not, unfortunately. My stacking funds did not come in time for me to do that, so kind of a bummer, but it is what it is, and I'm stacking for the long haul, so it's okay. it's not too big of a deal. Not too bummed about it. But I will be picking up more stuff here in the near future, so be on the lookout for that on my channel. And up next we have Mr. Bob once again, said, just found out my half-brother lives in Georgia. Well, that's really cool. That's really cool, Bob. Let me know kind of where it is. Who knows? I mean, Georgia's a fairly big state. We're not as big as some like Texas, California, Florida, but we are fairly big. We're not as populated as some of those bigger states because we have really one major city, which is Atlanta. So Georgia's an interesting state, but it's a big state, so we could live, you know, hours and hours apart, or we could be close by, so who knows. But that's pretty cool that you just found that out. Up next, we got Mr. Thomas Crown, says, Phantom Menace, unsubscribed. Phantom, yeah. Yeah, I know, I get a lot of hate for that. But, you know, Phantom Menace is one of my favorites. It's the one that came out in my childhood, the first one at least, in my childhood. And, you know, it is what it is. You know, I love that movie a whole lot. I'll watch that one more than any of the other ones. But it's all love at the end of the day. You know, some people like different movies. Some people like certain Star Wars movies. Some people like the ones that everyone likes. But, you know, everyone has different opinions and likes, so... But thank you for your comment, Thomas Crown. I really appreciate it, my friend. And last but not least, we have the newest addition to our Stacker community on the block, Mr. Silver Referee. He said he was first, and yes, indeed you were, my friend. So thank you for being first to my video, and thank you for commenting on my videos. I recently did a sticker trade with Silver Referee. Unfortunately, I was planning on opening his stickers in this video today. However, I have yet to receive them in the mail, but I am keeping an eye out, Silver Referee, for your stickers to come in, and when they do, I will be showcasing them probably on the Platinum Beast Answer series, as that is when I do most of my mail calls. So be on the lookout for that, my friend. But with all that being said, guys, that wraps up today's Platinum Beast Answer series. I appreciate everyone stopping by and listening to me talk and respond to all the comments on last week's video. If you would like to get your comment on this week's video, put it in the comment section down below, and I will be reading it out in next week's video. Be sure to hit that like button on the way out if you don't mind. That really helps me out a whole lot. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with future updates on my channel. And with all that being said, guys, until next time, we will see ya.